That off over 3 miles and a furlong. Already a couple of reminders for Braun. This 14-runner Bar 1 Racing Leinster National listed handicap chase. 16 fences to jump. It is Bushmans Pass, and out wide the grey Panda Boy jumping up in between them with Street Value, followed by Braun as they make tracks to fence 2. Bushmans Pass disputes the lead with Panda Boy. Going up to them is any second now. Street Value in between horses, and then Braun. On the inside, last year's winner Hartur D'arc as they take fence number 2. Slight mistake by Kinturk Kalinisi as they make the bend towards the third, which is the first ditch. Bushman's Pass from Braun, who's moved up. Then Street Value, Panda Boy. Any second now, Hartur D'arc. Better Times ahead in the start cap, followed by King's Halo and Stormy Judge and Kinturk Kalinisi, and then Largy Debut. Tar Kicker held up. Stormy Judge blundered there, and hampered Must Be Obeyed at the rear. Espinito Bello, previous winner. They've jumped 3. Bushman's Pass just in front. From Braun, Street Value, Panda Boy. This quartet covered by 2.5 lengths. Then Hartur D'arc and any second now, and King's Halo and Kinturk Kalinisi, and then Better Times ahead. Stormy Judge, Largy Debut, Tar Kicker. On the outside, Must Be Obeyed, and at the rear is Espinito Bello. On to the first of 3 fences before the straight as they rise at the fours. Street Value was sticky at that one. It's Panda Boy just taking it up from Bushman's Pass, any second now. Braun, Hartur D'arc, Street Value. Kinturk Kalinisi and Better Times ahead. As they jump the second of the 3 before the straight. Again, all safely over. Little adrift now is Espinito Bello at the top weight. The fence before the straight, and it is Panda Boy rejoined by Bushman's Pass, jumping up to the 2, any second now. And then Braun and Hartur D'arc, Kinturk Kalinisi onto the heels of the leaders. Improving round the outer is Must Be Obeyed as they turn into the straight. To the next 2 fences, and it is Bushman's Pass, joined by Braun, gone on by more than a length to Panda Boy, and then any second now. Extreme far side is Hartur D'arc with King's Halo. Kinturk Kalinisi is on this side. Also with the runners on the stand side, Street Value and Better Times ahead. Over the first fence in the straight. And not much between Bushman's Pass and on the right, Braun. And between horses, Panda Boy. On the stands rail is any second now. Right on the far side is Hartur D'arc. As they jump fence 8 and the last one next time, the Bar 1 Racing Leinster National listed handicap chase. Soon at the halfway stage, Bushman's Pass, Braun on opposite sides of the track, followed by Panda Boy, Hartur D'arc, Kinturk Kalinisi, any second now, King's Halo, Better Times ahead, and then Must Be Obeyed, who's changed course to the inside, and then Largy Debut, and Stormy Judge, Tar Kicker, Espinito Bello. At the completion of a circuit, 8 more fences left to jump. A little between Bushman's Pass, Philip Enright on the outside of Braun and JJ Slevin, being followed back at their point of departure by Panda Boy and Ricky Doyle. And then any second now, Mark Walsh. On the inside rail is Hartur D'arc and Keith Donoghue. And then Kinturk Kalinisi and Alan McGuinness with King's Halo and Must Be Obeyed and Better Times ahead, and Largy Debut and Street Value, Tar Kicker, Stormy Judge, and Espinito Bello. Another 7 fences left to jump. They're inside the halfway stage, and they're well grouped up. It is Bushman's Pass and Panda Boy, any second now, all out quite wide, followed by Hartur D'arc, who remains on the inside. As they jump this one, and as they emerge away from it, Bushman's Pass, with a rapidly improving Must Be Obeyed, Hartur D'arc, King's Halo, Panda Boy. Braun has dropped back on the inside, then Kinturk Kalinisi at any second now. Better Times ahead, Largy Debut, Tar Kicker, Stormy Judge, Street Value, and Espinito Bello. At the next ditch, Must Be Obeyed, and down there, Braun. Hampered was Espinito Bello. Bushmans Pass rejoins issue with Must Be Obeyed. Then Hartur D'arc, who's close in third. Followed by Panda Boy in any second now, and King's Halo and Kinturk Kalinisi, Better Times Ahead, and Largy Debut, and then Street Value. Stormy Judge, Tar Kicker still held up, and at the back, where he's been from the outset, is Espinito Bello, making the bend to the fifth last fence. Many in with chances at this juncture. Bushman's Pass into it with Must Be Obeyed, followed by Panda Boy. After Panda Boy, it's Hartur D'arc. There's JJ Slevin walking away after his fall from Braun. Coming to 4 fences from the finish, Bushman's Pass. From on the inside, Must Be Obeyed. Panda Boy there on the outside. Being followed by any second now, Kinturk Kalinisi. Largy Debut's creeping into contention. Then on the inside is Hartur D'arc as they jump to third last fence, and it's Bushman's Pass and Panda Boy landing as one. Followed after a break, Kinturk Kalinisi, Must Be Obeyed. Better Times Ahead is improving. And then any second now, Largy Debut, Hartur D'arc, King's Halo, and at the back of the leading group is Tar Kicker. In they come for the last 2 fences, and it's Panda Boy coming over this way from Bushman's Pass, followed by Kinturk Kalinisi. Better Times Ahead now shaken up. On the far side, Hartur D'arc with Must Be Obeyed, Largy Debut, Tar Kicker, and King's Halo. This is the second last fence, and they're across it. Kinturk Kalinisi has lost Anna McGuinness when coming to challenge. Bushman's Pass, Panda Boy, Must Be Obeyed. Over on the far side is Hartur D'arc, gone on from Tar Kicker and Better Times Ahead. The final fence coming up, and it Must Be Obeyed in between. Hartur D'arc, last year's winner, followed on rising ground by Bushman's Pass and then Panda Boy, and it is Hartur D'arc getting to the front inside the final 200 yards. Battling back is Bushman's Pass. There's nothing between these two. They're head and head. Bushman's Pass on the near side is gonna see it out. Bushman's Pass has deprived Hartur D'arc a second Leinster National, then Panda Boy, followed in by Must Be Obeyed, and any second now.
Here's Philip Enright. Philip, what a lovely prize to win. Good training performance to get this fella back today as well.
Brilliant, yeah. You know, he had a lovely season last season, and then he missed a bit of time. And ideally, we'd have loved to have a run into him going to the Thyestes, but with ground, we just never got a run into him, and he ran a cracker that day. And we thought the last day would suit him, but I'd say it just might come a bit soon. I know it's only 17 days to today, but I was beaten very early the last day, which was probably a blessing in disguise with St. Oliver. He was beaten before he got a race. So today we put cheek pieces on him and sharpened him up, and he jumped from fence to fence. The only one he got close was the 5th last. But just delighted the ground it needed to be as slow as it was for us today, and he grinded it out.
Nip and took all the way up the run, and just looking back at it again there with Hartur D'arc, did you feel you were always getting the better of it?
Every stride after the last he was gaining him. He's a tough horse, you know, and he really tries. And as I said, the ground was as good as we wanted. Like, the heavier the ground, the more of a slog he loves it. So I knew he'd keep going to the line. I'm not going to say I was confident I'd get there, but I knew he'd give him a run for it.
Fancy a crack at the Irish National now? Why not?
I'd love to ride him if the ground was heavy. But if the ground was any better than it was today, it might just catch us out. But if you never know, if it turned up heavy, I wouldn't mind riding him.
And Philip, just before we let you weigh in, have you anything lined up for next week at all?
No, plenty riding out.
You're open to offers.
That's it.
Good man. Well done.
Thanks.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.